As someone who is recovering from being a late bloomer, one of the most challenging things you would experience in your journey through life is you will not be open to certain ideologies or concepts of life because you have not gotten to that point where you feel comfortable enough to step into that reality. And because why I say comfort is why you're not comfortable enough to step into that reality is it stems out from a plethora of a lot of things, which one of those contributing factors will be your environment, which is solely one of the reasons why you might not or feel you might not possess the ability to explore a particular ideology or concept of life. And that's why from the day I started body game, I started plunging into fitness. I realized something. There was a different exposure to actually how society interacts with someone who is physically attractive. And since then, it has given me a different perspective and the way I see people and my interaction with people entirely. That's why you hear terms like pretty privilege. And it's mostly inclined to women compared to men, because men, you have to struggle, you have to hustle, you have to do everything to get your legs through the door. But compared to a woman who would just basically just look good, and with her pretty face she would have a lot of access to a lot of things. I'm not saying they are not men, it's just that it's less compared to women. Women enjoy more of the pretty privilege compared to men. So that's why one thing you must understand is when it comes to physique, it takes you on a different path that most people will never experience in their entire life, because most people are obese, most people are chubby, most people are not below 15% body fat. And that's why your physique would always tell people whether you are disciplined or would actually give you leverage to make excuses. I don't know if that makes any sense, but here is my point. Your physique is proof of either you are disciplined or either you are the opposite of being disciplined. And most times it becomes glary, especially when you realize, especially if you step aside and you move into the realm of actually fitness, and you realize that your physique, a book is actually judged by its cover. In reality, in interactions with people, a book is actually judged by its cover before even the content. People don't really care about the content at first, just seeing you first. The first thing that they start to assess is your physique. So your physique is is actually a proof, or would highlight the primary core characters you have. If you are someone who is a glutton, your physique would highlight that. If you're a disciplined person, through your physique it will radiate that. People will see it. And that's why for me right now, I tend to see people that way as well, because before I used to be, it's all about your personality, who you are inside, not about your physical appearance. But in the real world you are living in, it's about your physical appearance, because as a man, once you look good, people treat you better. There are certain spaces you enter into, people treat you better. People listen to you first before even the next guy who is fat or who is chubby. People pay attention to you than the next guy. People will prefer you to lead them than the next guy who is obese. Because when they see someone who is obese, literally what comes to their mind is this person doesn't have self-control. This person can't even control their self, talk less of controlling a crowd or multitude of people. This is the way people in society think. And it amazes me from the moment I started to put my life in order, get in shape and take fitness seriously. I realized that there was a day in my entire life, let me give you this story. In my entire life, nobody has ever, like a very random person from nowhere, like I go somewhere and somebody just gives me something. Just like that. I mean, somebody that doesn't know my father, doesn't know my mom, just gives me something. It has never happened, but it happened. I went to a shop just to get something, and the shop owner was like, "Hey, do you like plantains?" I was like, "Yes, I like plantains, but I like banana more." And the person was like, "Okay, no problem." Even though I was like, "I like banana more," that was enough to disqualify me from him giving me the plantain. But the shop owner decided to carry the plantain and give me plantain. And I was like, damn. Like, why would you give me plantain? Like, I don't merit it because I have to work to earn anything I want. But then it hits me like, wow, it's because you have a nice physique. Then imagine if I put myself in certain scenarios or environments, that would be another that would escalate things to a different stratosphere. I probably would not be operating in a low space. I'll be in a high stratosphere operating. And that was where I started to realize that your physique is actually your identity. It's proof of who you really are. It's proof if you're a disciplined person, if you are a hardworking person. It's proof if you are a lazy person through your physique. People who would know. Just basically seeing you. And voila. It's crazy, and it's the life we are currently living in. So you have to be in reality. You have to observe reality the way it's presenting itself to you and interact squarely. And that's why for me it's one of those things that have made me try to reflect on life so much deeper. Even though it's vain, why would it be because of someone's physique instead of their personality, instead of their inner workings, who they really are, the content of a man? But instead, now it's the outward thing masquerading, the whole masquerading costume, everything. That is what the external appearance, that's what people are so much concerned about, and it breaks my heart. But that's the reality that we are living in. That's why your physique is proof of whether you're a hardworking person or you're a person who gives a lot of excuses. Because a person who gives a lot of excuses, you can tell from their physique, because of the poor choices they make every single day. You can tell from their physique. But someone who is disciplined, confident, it radiates through their physique. Because it's rare to have a lean, aesthetic physique. It is rare. It is rare. Very rare. To have six packs is rare. That's what I'm beginning to know. Even the skinny fat guys, I look at them, none of them has even packs. You can't see the packs. And it's crazy. I mean, in my head, I've never tend to observe these little nuances when it comes to appearance and how the society interacts with such a phenomenon. I've never. But lately, it's something that, because I'm the one experiencing it, it blows my mind. I'm left in awe, thinking like, why? Because it's new to me. I have never ever hopped on body game in my past. This is like I'm experiencing this because I'm practicing body game currently and moving forward. And those are the things. Your physique will always be proof of who you really are. To tell people who you really are, just basically from people just seeing you, they already have an idea of what type of person you are. So take the time today and work on your physique. Go to the gym, eat well, eat right. Eat right. That's the word. Eat right. Go to the gym and just transform your body. So guys, thank you for your time. We will see in the next video. It's another day. I'm so excited to yap. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your time. And we'll see in the next video and we'll yap some more as usual. Have a great day and stay blessed, guys. Bye.